नमस्कार विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, कोविड-19च्या या सद्यस्थितीत आपल्या शाळा बंद असल्या तरी आपले शिक्षण चालूच आहे आणि त्याच अनुषंगाने बृहन्मुंबई महानगरपालिका शिक्षण विभाग व्हर्च्युअल ट्रेनिंग सेंटरच्या माध्यमातून व्हिडिओ थ्रू आपण आज भेटणार आहोत. मी निलिमा कदम, आपली व्हर्च्युअल शिक्षिका. आजचा विषय आपण बघणार आहोत मॅथ्स इयत्ता 6वी, दशांश अपूर्णांक, डेसिमल फ्रॅक्शन्स. मित्रांनो, मागील भागामध्ये आपण व्यवहारी अपूर्णांकांचे दशांश अपूर्णांकात रूपांतर कसे केले जाते ते बघितलेलं आहे. त्याचबरोबर दशांश अपूर्णांकांचे व्यवहारी अपूर्णांकात रूपांतर कसे होते तेही बघितलेलं आहे. थोडक्यात आपण एक नजर टाकूया. कन्वर्टिंग अ कॉमन फ्रॅक्शन इनटू अ डेसिमल फ्रॅक्शन, व्यवहारी अपूर्णांकाचे दशांश अपूर्णांकात रूपांतर. Now, if the denominator of a common fraction is 10 or 100, it can be written as a decimal fraction. So, step 1, we have to multiply digit in the denominator by a number to become 100. Step 2, multiply numerator and denominator by the same number. Step 3, write down with the decimal point that number in the decimal fraction. 3/4. Now here in the denominator number 4 is there. So we have to multiply 4 by 25 to become 100. Then multiply both numerator and denominator by 25. See here, 3 into 25, 4 into 25. So it is 25 3s are 75, 25 4s are 100. Now denominator become 100. Now we have to write the number with the decimal point. So write down 75 with the decimal point. In the denominator 2 zeros are there. So count 2 spaces from the right in the numerator, 1 2. Therefore the answer will be 0.75. 7/5. Again here in the denominator 5, number 5 is there, so we have to multiply by 20 to become 100. So multiply numerator and denominator by 20. So 27s are 140 upon 100. With decimal point 1 2. So 1.40 means 1.4. 19 upon 100, 200. Now 200 into 5, so that it will become 1000. So it is 95 upon 1000. 19 5s are 95. Now in the denominator 1 2 3 zeros are there. So in the numerator we have to count 1 2. Only 2 numbers are there, but we want after 3 numbers the decimal point, so we have to put one more zero over here. So the answer will be 0.095. Okay, now here 3 numbers are there, so therefore 1 2 3, but third number is not there, so we have to place here 0 and then decimal point. Convert the common fraction into decimal fraction. 42 upon 40. Now here, instead of multiplying, that is converting 40 into multiples of 10, now here we can reduce these fraction by dividing both the numerator and denominator by 2. So 2 2s are 4, 0. Here 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2. So it is 21 upon 20. Now 20, so multiplying by 5, it will become 100. So 21 into 5 upon 20 into 5, because we have to multiply both the numerator and denominator by the same number. So 105 upon 100, with the decimal point we can write it as 1.05. 1 2, so count 1 2. Next 19 upon 200. Now multiplying by 5, so it will become 95 upon 1000, so 0.095. Just now we have seen this example. 12 upon 4, again here multiplying by 25, so 25 into 4, 12 into 25, so it is 300 upon 100, so it is 3. Next 9 upon 8, so for 8 we have to multiply by 125, so that the product will be 1000. So in the numerator and denominator we are multiplying by 125. Answer will be 1125 upon 1000. 1 2 3, count 1 2 3. So we have to write decimal point after 3 digits from the right side, so 1.125. The multiplication of decimal fraction. How to do multiplication of decimal fraction? Let's see. Now there are 3 different methods. I am going to show you all the 3 methods, but I think the method, whichever method will be convenient for you, you can use that method. Multiply 6.3 by 5. Method number 1. So 6.3 into 5. Now 6.3 is a decimal fraction. We will convert it into common fraction. So it will become 6.3 means 63 upon 10. Okay. And this 5 means we have written like this, that is numerator upon denominator, 5 upon 1 as it is. Now we have learned in the multiplication of fractions that when 2 fractions are to be multiplied, we have to do the multiplication of numerator upon multiplication of denominator. So 63 into 5 upon 10 into 1. Now 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 10. Otherwise, sorry, let's multiply numerator first. 63 into 5 only. So 63 into 5, it will become 315 upon 10. Now we have to write it in the decimal fraction. Denominator, there is 10 over here. So 10, let's count from right side 1. So the answer will be 31.5. Method number 2. Now in this method, we are using a table. Okay. Now 6.3 means 6 and 3 is 3 by 10. Okay. 66.3. 0.3 means 3 upon 10. So I have written 6 over here and 3 by 10 over here into 5. 5 I am writing in this column. Now first I have to multiply 5 to 3 by 10. So 5 into 3 by 10. Again here in the denominator 1 will be there. Multiplication of numerators, 5 3s are 15 upon 10 1s are 10. So 15 by 10. And here 5 6s are 30. Okay. Now 30 and 15 by 10 means 1.5. 15 upon 10 means how much? 1.5. Now let's add this. So 30 plus 1.5, it will become 31.5. Okay. Now third method. Now 6.3 is there. So instead of taking decimal point, just write it as 63 into 5. So what will be the answer? 5 3s are 15. 5 6 are 30 plus 1 350. Now with the help of decimal point, answer is 315. Okay, but only one decimal point over here, therefore we have to give one decimal point from right side, leaving one digit. So decimal point will be here 31.5. So in this three way we can do the multiplication of decimal fractions. I think the third method will be very convenient. So let's do some more examples with the help of third method. 2.7 into 1.4. So method 3, 27 into 40. Without considering decimal point, write the numbers as it is, that is 27 into 40. Now multiplication of 27 into 14. 14 sevens are 98. Carry 9. 14 twos are 28 plus 9, that is 378. So this is the answer. Now with decimal point we will try. Answer will be same, that is 378. Now decimal point, when the decimal point is in both these numbers there is a decimal point. So 1, 2, count like this. After this one number there is a decimal point, and here also after one number there is a decimal point. So total 2. So 1, 2. So the decimal point will be 3.78. 5.04 into 0.7. 504 into 7. So what is the answer? 3528. This is the answer. Now try with decimal point. Answer is same. Write it as it is. Now count the decimal point to give decimal number 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. So decimal point will be 3.528. I think this is clear to you. Okay. Do one word problem. एक शाब्दिक उदाहरण आपण करूया. Virendra bought 18 bags of rice, each bag weighing 5.250 kg. How much rice did he buy altogether? And if the rice cost 42 rupees per kg, how much did he pay for it? 5 किलो 250 ग्रॅम वजनाची एक बॅग अशा 18 बॅगा वीरेंद्रने खरेदी केल्या. तर एकूण तांदूळ किती खरेदी केला? Now what is given? Weight of each bag is 5.250 kilogram. How many bought Virendra bags of rice? 18. So Virendra bought 18 bags of rice, means altogether there are 18 bags. Now what is this much is given, and they ask how much rice did he buy all together. So total weight of rice they have asked. Second, they have given if the rice cost 42 rupees per kg. एका किलोला 42 रुपये तांदूळ या भावाने घेतला. So how much did he pay for it? So वीरेंद्र जेवढा वीरेंद्रने तांदूळ खरेदी केलेला आहे, how much rice did he buy altogether, that we have to decide first. We have to calculate that first. and then cost of 1 kilogram rice is 42. Then what is the cost of this much weight of rice? So in this example, we have to multiply because the weight of one bag is given and 18 bags of rice are there. So we have to calculate the weight of 18 bags. एका बॅगेची वजन दिलेलं आहे आणि 18 बॅगांचं वजन आपल्याला काढायचं आहे. एकावरून अनेकाची किंमत आपल्याला काढायची आहे, तेव्हा आपल्याला मल्टिप्लिकेशन करावं लागतं. सो second sum is there, that is cost per kg equal to 42 rupees. एका किलोला 42 रुपये. So what is the total cost? Okay. Now 5.250 into 18. हे केल्यानंतर आपल्याला काय मिळेल? एकूण त्याने तांदूळ किती खरेदी केला? So total weight of rice Virendra bought will get by multiplying 5.250 into 18. Multiply this. 18 zeros are 0. 18 fives are 90. 0 carry 9. 18 twos are 36 plus 9. 45 carry 4. And 18 fives are 90 plus 9, that is 94. So answer will be 94.500. So त्याने 94 किलो 500 ग्रॅम तांदूळ खरेदी केला. He bought altogether 94.5 kg of rice. So total rice equal to 94.5 kg. Total weight of rice is 94.5 kg. Cost per kg is 42 rupees. So what is the cost of 94.5 kg rice? Again we have to multiply this. So total amount paid for the rice will be equal to weight of rice bought all together into rate of rice. That will be equal to 94.5 into 42. Now first multiply by 2. So 2 5s are 10, carry 1, 2 4s are 8 plus 1 9, 2 9s are 18. Now while multiplying by 4, we have to place 1 0 for units place and then start multiplying by 4. 4 5s are 20, carry 2, 4 4s are 16 plus 2 8, 4 9s are 36 plus 1, that is 37. So 37,800. We will add this so that we can get 39,690. So this is the answer. Now we have to give decimal point. So 1. So here 1. So decimal point will be come over here. So total amount paid will be equal to 3,969. Total cost of 94.5 kg rice will be 3,969 rupees. So in this way we can solve the word problems. Now division of decimal fractions. दशांश अपूर्णांकाचा भागाकार 4.8 upon 2. Sorry, 4.8 divided by 2. That is equal to 4.8. We will write this as a common fraction, that is 48 upon 10 divided by 2 means 2 upon 1. Now in the fractions we have learned that when operations on fractions, to divide a number by a fraction means to multiply it by the reciprocal of that fraction. Now dividing by 2 upon 1. So the reciprocal of 2 upon 1 will be, what it is reciprocal? 1 upon 2. So Dividing a number by a fraction means to multiply it by the reciprocal. So 48 upon 10 into 1 upon 2. Now multiplication of numerator upon multiplication of denominator. So 48 into 1 upon 10 up into 2. So 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4 and 2 4s are 8. That will be 24 upon 10 and this will be equal to 2.4. Try one more sum. 32.5 divided by 25. First write this decimal fraction as a common fraction. So it will become only one number after decimal point. So 325 upon 10 divided by 25 upon 1. Now dividing means multiplying by the reciprocal. So 25 upon 1, reciprocal of this will be 1 upon 25. So 325 upon 10 into 1 by 25. 325 into 1 upon 10 into 25. 25 1s are 25 and 25 1s are 25. 23 25 3s are 75. So 13 upon 10. So the answer will be 1.3. 4.8 up divided by 1.2. So 4.8 means 48 by 10 divided by 1.2 means 12 upon 10. Now 48 by 10, again we have to take reciprocal of 12 by 10. So 48 by 10 into 10 upon 12. Multiplication of numerator and denominator. 10 10 goes cancel. 12 1s are 12, 12 4s are 48. Therefore, the answer will be 4 upon 1, that is 4. Now, one word problem of division. Now, a road is 4 km 800 meter long. If trees are planted on both the sides of intervals of 9.6 meter, how many trees were planted? See, you have to read the sum slowly and try to understand what is given. Total road is 4 km 8 meter long. So this is the road and we have to plant on both its sides at intervals of 9.6 meter trees. Here one tree I have to plant, and similarly on this side also we have to plant one tree. In both the sides we have to plant some trees. Now how much interval? It is 9.6. So suppose first one will be here, second one will be at distance of 9.6 meter. So the second tree will be here. Similarly, second tree will be here. Okay. In this way, we have to plant the trees. So how many trees were planted? Now let's solve this sum. Now the length of the road, 4 km 800 meter. That is 4 km means 4 km plus 800 meter. But 4 km is 4000 meter, since 1 km is equal to 1000 meter. So total length of this road will be 4800 meter. Okay. When we have to divide, the units will be in the same measurement. So meter because it is interval given in meter. Now the distance between two plants will be 9.6 meter. So number of trees planted on each side of the road will be equal to, we are counting on each side. So total length of the road divided by distance between two plants plus 1. Okay, total length we have calculated, that is 4800 divided by distance between two plants plus 1. So 4800 divided by 9.6 plus 1. We will solve this bracket first, that is 4800 upon 1 divided by 96 by 10. This we have to write it in the common fraction. Now division means taking reciprocal and multiplying it. So 4800 upon 1 into 10 by 96. Now 48 ones are 48, 48 twos are 96. So 4800 into 10 upon 96. Here 100. 48 ones are 48, 20. 48 twos are 96. 2 ones are 2. 2 fives are 10. So that is 100 into 5 is 500. So this is 500 plus 1 is there. Okay, plus 1 we have to count because the first tree we have not counted. So we have to count the first tree. So 500 plus 1 will become 501. Now on each side we see here. So total number of trees planted on both the sides. So we have to multiply by 2. So total number of trees planted on one side will be 500 plus 1, that is 501. And both the sides we have to count. So again multiplying by 2. So 501 into 2, that will be equal to 1002. So how many trees are needed? 1002 trees. Thus the number of trees planted on both the sides of the road is 1002. Now Pradnya exercises regularly by walking along a circular path on a field. If she walks a distance of 3.825 km in 9 rounds of the path, how much does she walk in 1 round? काय आहे? प्रज्ञा एकूण काय करते आहे? रोज व्यायाम करताना 9 फेऱ्यात एकूण 3 किलोमीटर 825 मीटर अंतर ती पार करते. तर एका फेरीत ती किती अंतर चालते? सो दिस इज अ सम ऑफ डिव्हिजन. 9 फेऱ्यांमध्ये किती चालते ते दिलंय. हाऊ मच शी इज वॉकिंग इन 9 राउंड्स अँड आस्क हाऊ मच distance she walk in 1 round. So total distance walked by Pradnya in 9 rounds will be equal to 3.825 km. That is, and distance walked by Pradnya in 1 round of the path will be equal to distance walked by Pradnya in 9 rounds divided by 9. Total distance covered in 9 rounds divided by 9. That is equal to 3.825 km divided by 9. 3.825 divided by 9. So 3.825 we write in the common fraction. that is 3825 upon 1000 divided by 9 upon 1. Taking reciprocal of this, so 3825 into 1 upon 9, so 3825 into 1 upon 1000 into 9, 9 1 जा 9, 9 4 जा 36, carry 2 here 2, 9 2 जा 18, 4 remaining 45, 9 5 जा 45. So 425 upon 1000, we will write this in the decimal point. So that is will equal to 1 2 3. So 1 2 3. So we have to give point over here. So 0.425 kilometer. So the distance walked by Prajna in one round is 0.425 kilometer. So in this way, read the word problem and then understand what is given and what should they have asked, and that way we have to proceed further.
तर विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, आता आपण इथेच थांबणार आहोत. अशाच काही सुंदर सुंदर व्हिडिओ सहित पुन्हा भेटणार आहोत पुढच्या भागात. तोपर्यंत थँक्यू. घरी राहा, सुरक्षित राहा.